All right, hey guys, we're going to do DMR 33. We're going to do number one. Number one says we need to find the product. So we are going to multiply 86.4 times 2.8. Okay, 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 6 is 48 plus 3 more, 51. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 5 more, 69. Okay, there's your first row. Notice I'm not putting the decimal in. I'm going to put the decimal point in at the end. That's how you work it with decimals. If you want, you can just bump it out and then we'll put it back in later. If that makes you feel better, just hold those two spots here, okay? All right, now since I'm done with the 8, I'm going to put a 0 here, and then 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 6 is 12, the 2 goes down, the plus 1 goes up, 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 more is 17, and then I'm going to add all my partial products. So I get 24,192, but really when you put your two decimals back in, 1, 2, it's 241 and 92 hundredths. I'm going to check it on the calculator just to make sure I did it correctly. So 86.4 times 2.8, I got 241 and 92 hundredths. Okay. Awesome. Take a screenshot if you need help with understanding what I did with the multiplying. All right, moving on. Number 2 is a word problem. You can use a calculator. Joe purchased 18 cases of soda, and each case had 32 sodas in it. And then he splits the cans with his friends. How many does he have remaining? We've done this quite a few times. So the first thing we need to do is multiply the cases by the number in each so that we can get a total number. So if you do 18 times 32 is 576 cans. Okay. Second step is splitting them with 14 friends. And then we are looking for the remainder. So you could do it on a calculator, but you're going to get a decimal. So I recommend you do it long division, okay? 14 cannot go into 5, but it can go into 57. So let's try, I don't know, 14 times 3. 14 times 3 is 52, or 42, that's close. Let's do 14 times 4. Just to see. 14 times 4 is 56. Perfect. Okay. So 57 minus 56 is 1. Bring down the 6. 14 can go into 16 one time. And then my remainder is 2 cans. So the answer is 2 cans of soda. Okay, take a screenshot of that. I'm going to move on. Okay, so this is ordering from least to greatest. This is going to be least. This is going to be greatest on this side. What you want to do is you want to take your fractions and convert them into decimals. So I know that 1 1/3 is 1.333 repeating. Then I have 1.02. And then I have 1 1/5, which is 1.2. And then 1.25. I had some people ask me if they could use a calculator to divide like 1/5, 1 divided by 5 into the calculator to get a decimal. And that's fine. You're at home. I'm okay with that. And then any empty space, I'm just going to fill in with a 0. And then I'm just going to compare. Which one is the smallest? Well, they both have 1, or they all have 1. So let's look at the next column. This one has a 0 in the tenths place. So that's smaller than 2 and 3. So 1.2 0.02 so far is the smallest. So I'm going to check that one off. And then I'm looking at 1.3, 1.3, 1.2, 1.2. So we need to focus on 1.2. And then I have 1.20 or 1.25. 1.20 is the smallest of those two. So remember that is equal to 1 1/5. So when you order, you want to put the actual fraction down. So that one's done. And then 1.25, that one's done. And then I'm going to compare 1.3 or 1 1/3. So it looks like 1.3 is a little bit smaller than 1 1/3 because 333 is a little bit bigger than 300. Okay, so now they are ordered least to greatest. So steps. Change your fractions to decimals, line them up, and compare them that way. Okay, go place value by place value. A little bit at a time. All right, we're moving on to number 4. I'm going to try to get it in the shot for you. All right, number 4 says, Lucy went to the store, and I'm going to use a calculator for this, so you can too. She purchased 3 shirts. So I'm going to write shirts. They were $18.23. 3 shirts for $18.23. Okay. Then she purchased, then she purchased 2 pairs of shoes for $22.16 each. Okay, so because it says each, I'm putting times however many she bought. So shirts, this is shoes. And then when she pays, they charge her tax. So this is normal when you go shopping. The price is a little bit greater than what it says on the tag because they apply tax to what you buy. And then it says how much does she have to pay at checkout, and then we're going to round it to the nearest dollar. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out shirts. I'm going to do $18.23. I'm going to type it in my calculator, 18.23, and she bought 3 of them. So I'm going to multiply that by 3. And I got $54.69. Then her shoes were $22.16 each, and she purchased 2 pair. So we're going to multiply that by 2. So I got $44.32. And then I'm going to add the tax, $1.23 in, okay? Sorry, oops, I thought you could see that side. Perfect. Sorry, I'm a little shaky today. The camera's going everywhere. All right. So I'm going to add it all up, and then the answer says we need to round to the nearest dollar of what she's going to pay, okay? So in my calculator, I'm going to type 54.69 plus 44.32 plus $1.23. So the total is $100.24. Okay, is she closer to $100 or $101? Okay, she's closer to $100. So she needs about $100 when she goes into the store. The halfway mark would be 50 cents. If she was 50 cents or greater, you would round up, but she has less than 50 cents, so we're going to round down. Awesome. All right, let's look at number 5. Number 5, I'm going to draw a picture for number 5. It says Joe purchased 5 peaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He used 3 1/3 of them to make a smoothie. How many does he have remaining? So I'm going to shade in 3. And then I'm going to split this into thirds. Watch what I'm doing, like a little peace sign. And then I'm going to shade in a third to represent what he has used, okay? Keyword used. Now, the question says, how many does he have remaining? Well, I see 1 whole peach and then I see 2/3 of that left. So he has 1 2/3 remaining. Awesome. See you guys tomorrow.